Hi, I'm Erna Hammond, a senior at Armstrong High School in Plymouth, Minnesota, and I would love to be a student at St. Mary's College of Maryland next year. So for my audition piece, or my casting tape, I'm going to perform a skit with my Mission Possible coach, Jesse, who will be playing an admission counselor at St. Mary, and I'll be playing myself as if I've gotten the opportunity to get an interview with you. Okay, here we go.
Hi, come on in.
Hello.
Are you Erna?
Yes.
Nice to meet you, Erna. I'm Jesse.
Nice to meet you.
Looks like you're right on time.
Yeah, I like to be on time. I like to be late.
Good. Okay, so I will be the one interviewing you today, and I just have a couple questions for you. It looks here that you are from Minnesota. Is that correct? Okay.
Yes.
That's pretty far from Maryland, so how did you hear about this school?
Well, originally I wanted to go to school in Maryland because my dad told me he was leaving for Liberia next year after I graduate. And since I have family out here, I've decided to go to school out here. So, and then I researched, so I was looking for schools and I researched the website and I saw that St. Mary College offers like a lot of things that I'm interested in, like music and psychology. Yeah. So.
Good. Okay, so you said your dad's going back to Liberia.
Yes.
Are you from Liberia?
Yeah, I was born in Liberia.
Okay. Wow. And then when did you come to Minnesota?
I came to Minnesota when I was in 3rd grade.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Okay. So how have you been challenging yourself in high school?
Well, I've been taking AP classes, even in 9th grade when AP classes wasn't available to me, I took pre-AP classes, which was science, geography, and English. And then the next year, 10th grade, I took my first AP class, which was very difficult. But it still like pushed me to, encouraged me to do well. And now I'm taking AP Psychology, AP Lit, and AP Gov.
Good. And you took AP classes last year as well?
Yes, which was AP Comp and AP Western History.
Okay. Awesome. So you have a lot of AP classes under your belt.
Yes.
Good. Okay. So what is your favorite subject in school and why do you like it so much?
My favorite subject is English because before taking my AP classes, I was terrified of writing and learning about English. So after I learned like all the tools to use like that came with writing and everything, I've become like a great writer, which makes me want to write more. And it's like I realized that it's not one right answer to for English and writing. There's more than one as long as you prove your point. So that's why I like than like math where there's like one answer. And you don't know math, you don't know it.
Yeah, that's wonderful. That's really great to evolve as a writer throughout high school because in college there is a lot of writing to do, so it's good to feel confident in that area. So that's good. Okay, so here at St. Mary's, we love to extend our learning outside the classrooms and apply what we learn to our environment. So could you give me an example of how you apply what you learn at school to your environment?
Well, for example, I've taken for my AP government class, my AP history classes, I've learned like history and like I used to find history like useless, but in those classes I learned to take history like out of the classroom and into my house. Like for example, me and my family were arguing about politics, and I could bring like what I've learned in the classroom about history and like add it into my conversation. Like even in English, I can like write homework papers, and when I'm reading books, I can take what I learned from history and apply it to like the book I'm reading.
Yeah, so that's great. So the information's kind of coming alive rather than you learning it just to take a test on it or something.
Yeah.
That's great. Great. Okay, so other than your parents, who do you admire in your life?
I admire my Mission Possible coach, Jessie, because she helps me a lot, not only with like college stuff, like when I'm like really feeling down, she encouraged me to work harder. So I like when people go out of the way to do stuff for people. So I admire that a lot.
Great. That's awesome. Okay, well, that's all the questions I have for you at this time. It was very nice to meet you, Erna.
Nice to meet you, too.
And thank you for coming here for your interview.
Thanks.
Thanks.